Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Kahala La, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well, and salutations to the hopeful let brothers out there pushing this truth with all diligence and sincerity. Wishing you freedoms in your lives to do so. This is Brother Lahab from GMS Chicago, coming to you with another quick lesson. Salaki. Um, based on uh just one of those prophecies that E brings out, you know, on what may happen. And since I said that I'm gonna get a scripture, reason why I say one of E's prophecies because this isn't directly noted in the scriptures aside that it says it's gonna be chaos. It's just a matter of how this man gets it going. We know that he does false flags and whatsoever, but it's just a way of him going about things. It's throughout these years of these whistleblowers, and since brother's been on YouTube, there's been some things that they've said have happened, and some things have not happened. Um, but they believe that something's going to happen tomorrow on October the 7th. That there's going to be a world-shaking event, just like what happened in Israel last year, October 7th, when the Israelis, not the Israelis, but the Palestinians had so-called invaded them and had, just a bunch of lies, but these things are set up and we know why. Um, uh, overlooking. Well, yeah, these things are set up, so that this guy can be justified in certain things that he does. Instead of just being the all-out devil. I mean, well, he's being a devil, because devil means to deceive, but instead of just coming and being straight up to your face, this man rather lie and tiptoe around it like, even the average everyday citizen at this point, they're either going to believe you no matter what you do, or they're going to believe you. I mean, they're gonna wake up to the madness no matter what you do. But this devil, he has his MO is to deceive, and this is 2 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 11, it says, lest Satan should get the advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. So we already know how Esau gets down, that this devil just wants to he wants to come in and rape, pillage, and plunder, take all your resources, and it's just a matter of how he's gonna do that. Because what he's doing now, if something was to happen on this soil, it would be what? A declaration of war. Um to get the Americans going. Yeah, this is 1 Corinthians chapter 13. Overlooked it. Verse 8, it says, charity never faileth. It says, but whether there be prophecies, they shall fail. So hey, this is not a prophecy of the Most High because it's not written in the scriptures. All right, this is just this is one of those premonitions. One of those Simpsons premonitions where Esau is orchestrating his plans on what he plans to do, but it doesn't mean this is how it's going to happen. Just like the a couple other things where they were saying that something's going to happen on October 3rd. Now, I'm not saying nothing won't happen. You know, what I'm saying is that hey, it's a lot of ways on how it could happen, but we're just gonna stay tuned, man. And this is to prepare brothers and sisters. When you see things like this, hey, just know that our salvation is near. Whether this happens or not, man, our salvation is near because this is just a sign. But I'm gonna let this play and let this guy, chime in on what he was gonna say.
FBI and the Department of Homeland Security, we are hearing, are issuing warnings about potential attacks coming to the United States, an October 7th like attack here on U.S. soil. Take a look at this headline coming out, you guys. The FBI warns of potential violent attacks on October 7th. Now, this is coming out in the last 24 hours, October the 4th. Yesterday, we're hearing that this warning had come out. And here is another one. Take a look at this coming out. Federal authorities issue warnings ahead of the October 7th attacks on the anniversary coming. So I'm going to be sharing with you the latest information on this as we're hearing that these warnings are coming out right now regarding this. I'm going to share with you the video footage, the articles, so that way you can see it for yourself and know exactly what is going on. As we're hearing, stay vigilant, be aware of what exactly is taking place here with all of this potential threats coming, as we're hearing about a repeat of October 7th, but here on U.S. soil.
All right. I think that's it on that video. So yeah, these are the times that we're coming into. All right. Which was prophesied in the scriptures that eventually this was going to come. That there was going to be they said that I shall fill thee with men as with caterpillars. So we know that there actually are troops here, for UN troops and vice versa. But same time, uh, we know that most of this is also orchestrated. You know, that hey, we're not foolish as to what's going on. You know, at the end of the day, the Most High still has Esau in the trick bag, so he thinks that he's orchestrating Ordo Ab Chao. Which is, like I said, they're gonna more than likely, if they were to do this, it would be the same way, the same reason why they did it last year. As a excuse to invade Iran and to get military might and help from the UN. All right, as well as help from these other nations, but nobody's gonna be helping America or the state Israel. When things really do start to get bad, they're gonna see that okay, all this shit that's going on, this is really y'all fault. This is hey, this isn't all I can get from this is that this is coming from you. This evil comes from y'all. You know, aside from dealing with you guys economically, it just seems like we can't deal with you guys at all because at the end of the day, you're gonna try to usurp us. If we even made you the little guy, you're gonna try to climb to the top and usurp. You know, which is much like what happened in the book of Esther. With Haman. He was trying to usurp and throw the Israelites, the Jews, under the bus. Judah, Benjamin, Levi at that time, he was trying to throw them under the bus. All right. Uh, this is the book of Daniel, chapter 12, and verse 1. It says, "And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince which stands for the people of the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble such as never was since there was a nation, even to the same time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, every one that shall be found written in the book." So we know that these things are going to happen. It's just a matter on how is it going to get started. It's not a matter of if, barely really when. It's just a matter of how, because it can hop off at any time. It's just how is it going to get started? You know, because we can name a plethora of things on how this man plans to exacerbate um, not only the value of the dollar, but also goods coming in and out of America. You know, because we already know that the funneling of uh of of of, of these different goods. Some goods you can't even find anymore. But then, hey, also, uh, the inflation is really kicking everybody's ass, and shit, some of the shit, most of these companies can't even order anymore. Far be it from just food, things that even supply to helping with certain medicines. All right, sooner rather than later, people are gonna go buck wild. You know, I was actually talking to this one fool, about she was like, yeah, people rather go to the gym than get therapy. Well, first off, the gym is a part of therapy because it does help digress a lot of mental issues such as anxiety. It's not, it's not all around science, nor is that am I saying that that's something you should just strictly do. Because first off, it takes really the spirit of the Lord to get certain afflictions off of you. But this bitch was basically saying that yeah, that's why we have. She was basically, without saying medicine, she said the medicines, and I just cut her. It's like, well, that's crazy. Good thing we don't have to worry about the port shutting down, because most of the things that are needed to create some of these medicines, they don't come from here. They come from overseas. You know, not many things are really American made. That's another reason why America's Roman is falling, because it outsourced itself, man. You know, it outsourced the hell out of itself, and now we see the fruits of that, man. But this is ultimately the fruit of a wicked nation. All right. This is what happens when your nation is wicked. Your 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 citizens are wicked. Their judges and their pontiffs are wicked, and their king is wicked, man. With that, I'm gonna end this lesson off. I'm gonna say all praises, glory, and unto Thee. I hope about me. I'm shy about you. Blah blah blah.